Welcome to the Raising Mothers podcast. I'm your host, Ashley Kahn. I'm a wife, a mama to two, and a certified conscious parent coach practitioner. It is my mission to guide mothers in transforming the way they connect, communicate, and collaborate with their teen. Every week, I will be bringing you inspiring, empowering, and educational episodes that will give you the tools you need to consciously raise your teenager. All right, let's do this. Have you ever thought to yourself, I feel so overwhelmed right now, I literally cannot get anything done? Or what about this thought? My to-do list is never ending and I feel like I just can't keep up. Or how about this one? I don't even know where to start. It's almost as if your schedule is running you and you find yourself running around like a freaking chicken with its head cut off. If this is you, I am so happy you're here because in this episode, I'm going to share with you how you can run your schedule so your schedule no longer runs you. But before we get into the how of creating a schedule, let's talk about the why and why creating and sticking to a schedule is so helpful. I'm going to share with you 12 research-based facts as to why schedules are literally life-giving. So here's fact number one. Schedules create routines. Repeated routines create habits. I want to share with you a quote from the book, The Power of Habit. It says, habits, scientists say, emerge because the brain is constantly looking for ways to save effort. Left to its own devices, the brain will try to make almost any routine into a habit because habits allow our mind to ramp down more often. What does this mean for you in schedules? When we create schedules, we create routines. And by creating routines, we help the brain think less. We help the brain power down and basically go on power save mode, right? Like on the phone, you could put what is it called? I don't know. Low battery mode or I don't know, whatever. But you basically get to think less, right? What mom doesn't want to think less? Our brains are on overload constantly. And so to be able to think less, we can create a schedule which creates routines, which creates habits and allows our brain to think less. I mean, I don't know about you, but that sounds pretty good to me. Here's another fun fact from The Power of Habit. It was on one paper published by a Duke University researcher in 2006. And they found that more than 40% of the actions people performed each day weren't actual decisions, but habits. I mean, that is mind-blowing. So get this, 40% of people are going through their day basically on auto mode, acting like robots and making decisions based on habits, not based on any thoughts. That's crazy. So what would it look like if you created a schedule and a routine that created space for healthy habits and for you to get things done and not use as much brain power? Sign me up. I'm down. Okay, here's fact number 2. Schedules help you get clear on your priorities so that you can spend the right time on the right tasks. I don't know about you, but sometimes I have caught myself walking around my house what am I doing? And then I'm like, oh, maybe I'll pick that up and then put it away in the kids' room. Oh, that looks like it needs to clean. I'm just going to clean that right now. Oh, I forgot to order such and such from Amazon. So I'm going to log on to Amazon right now and order that. And before you know it, literally 2 hours have passed by and the priorities for your day, you no longer have time to get them done because you got sidetracked and you found yourself doing monotonous things, not necessarily important things. Number 3, consistent schedules allow you to spend less time making decisions, planning, and preparing. Why? Because you've already done it in advance when you create a schedule. Fact number 4, schedules encourage you to stop wasting time on unproductive activities like social media. This one is huge, huge. How many times during your day have you felt overwhelmed, overstimulated, and you're just like, I'm just gonna sit down and I'm just gonna scroll for a little bit. And then before you know it, it's like an hour later, and you are very well caught up on all the influencers' lives or the latest trends, but you still got a list of things that you gotta get done today. Social media can be great, right? We can find inspiration, education. It could be a source of like great humor, but it all too often gets us sucked in and we end up just scrolling instead of doing the things that we need to do. Here's fact number 5. Schedules allow you to be efficient with your time, gifting you a little extra time to spare on the things that you actually enjoy doing. So when you've set a schedule, you've set a routine, you actually free up time to do the things that bring you joy, to do the things that bring you love and ignite that fire within you. Here's fact number 6. Schedules help you identify how long it actually takes to complete specific tasks, which helps you to plan your day more efficiently. So here's an example. Say you drop off the kids from school, you come home and you kind of pick up around the house. Maybe you make the beds or finish the morning dishes or whatever it is. By putting that into your routine and giving yourself a specific time limit, you can better prioritize the rest of the day, but it also helps you to get clear on actually how much time that takes. Say in the beginning, you give yourself an hour to do that, but you end up finding that 30 minutes is all you really need. Perfect. Now you've got an extra 30 minutes in your day to do the other things that you need to do or to create time and space to do the things that you love and enjoy. Fact number 7, schedules help you to be organized and prepared in advance, allowing you to feel calm, relaxed, collected, and accomplished. I'll take it. Fact number 8, schedules prepare you for the unexpected. Why? Because when you have a schedule and a consistent routine, you create time and space for the unexpected to happen because you're already getting the things done that you need to get done. It's not like now you have a backload of a to-do list and something unexpected comes up and then your to-do list is doubled, right? Every day you are crossing things off that list. Every day you are being consistent and keeping up on things, right? If one of your things is to pick up the house, if you're doing a little bit every day, you're saving yourself time. So if something unexpected comes, you don't have to deep clean the house, right? Okay, fact number 9, schedules help you to avoid taking on more than you can handle. I don't know about you, but I am a recovering people pleaser and have often said yes to the things that, one, don't feel in alignment, and two, things I don't have time for. When you have a consistent schedule and routine, you can clearly see on paper or on your calendar how much time you have. And if you don't have the time, it helps you to say no. And fact number 10, schedules help you work steadily toward your personal, family, and career goals. A little bit every day adds up to huge, huge gains. Fact number 11, schedules reduce procrastination. How many times have you found yourself in the day thinking oh, it's not that important, I'll do it tomorrow. Well, then tomorrow comes and you're like, holy crap, now I have 5 things that I didn't think were important that are now urgent. So schedules help you reduce procrastination. And number 12 is schedules allow you to brain dump and free up brain space. What do I mean by this? As moms, we have so much up in our head, right? We have not only our schedules, but we have our kids' schedules, our husband's schedules, we have dinner plans, we have sports plans, we have vacation, we have all of these things in your head. And it can literally make you feel like your head is, just gonna explode. But when we take all of that in our head and we put it into a schedule or into a daily routine, it's no longer up here driving ourselves crazy. It's all laid out for us. And that creates brain space. It creates peace, it creates calmness, and it creates like relaxation and just this overall sense of, right? Okay, now that we've talked about the why behind schedules, let's talk about how. How can you create a schedule that you run instead of following a schedule that's running you? I'm going to share with you 4 steps to take. The first step is write a list of everything you do daily, from literally the moment that you open your eyes to the moment you close your eyes at night to go to sleep. Things like take a shower, get ready for the day, do the dishes. Maybe it's morning dishes and night dishes. Make the beds, pick up the house, drop off and pick up the kids from school, kids' sports schedules, breakfast, lunch, dinner, you name it, write it down. And because I do this myself, so when I do this, I literally like envision myself during the day as I'm writing my list. So do that. The first step is to write everything down that you do daily, from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed. The second thing is write a list of the things you quote unquote need to get done. What is a priority? Things like working out, paying bills, specific goals that you might have for yourself. Maybe the goals are personal, career driven, and for your family. What phone calls do you need to make? What appointments do you need to schedule? Maybe you're coming up on a vacation that you need to pack for. So that's the second thing. Write a list of all the things that you need to get done. And then the third step is get a calendar and schedule everything out. Everything out. Start from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed and write it all out. Everything gets a time and a space on your calendar. And give yourself time limits. So for instance, say you wake up at 7 o'clock. So on your calendar, it's going to say 7 o'clock a.m., wake up. 7:30 a.m., make breakfast. 8 o'clock a.m., pick up the house. 8:45 a.m., take the kids to school. 9:15 a.m., take a shower. And then proceed through your day just like that. So you're taking your first list and you're plugging it into your calendar. Literally every single thing gets a time. And then the fourth step is to take the things on your second list, so your priorities, your goals, the things that you need to get done, and break it up throughout your week. So for instance, maybe on Mondays you pay bills. So maybe on Mondays at 11 o'clock a.m., you pay bills. So you're going to put it there. Maybe on Tuesdays, you want to save that for scheduling appointments. So maybe at 9 o'clock a.m., you put schedule appointments. Maybe Wednesdays is for dropping off the dry cleaning. So you find a time in your day that works to consistently on that same day and same time, drop off the dry cleaning. Maybe on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, you work out. So schedule that in. So let's go over the 4 steps. The first step is to write every single thing that you do daily down, from the moment you open your eyes to the moment you close your eyes and go to sleep. The second step is to write down all the things you need to do. This could be goals and priorities. The third step is to write everything out on the first list and give it a time. And then the fourth step is to write everything from the second list, all of your goals, priorities, or things you need to get done, and schedule it into different days. I want to give you 2 big tips when you do this. The first one is to make sure you schedule breaks for yourself. I personally have 3 breaks scheduled throughout my day. This is a time where I can reset if I need to reset by closing my eyes, reading a book, going for a walk, maybe just sitting still and meditating. But it is so important to incorporate these breaks throughout your day because you don't want to run yourself into the ground. You need for yourself, for your family, to have breaks and create time and space to reset and recharge. And the second tip is I kind of touched base on it already, but put down the phone. We live in a culture where we feel like we have to be accessible 24/7. We don't. Unless it's your kids calling from school or your husband, maybe your mom or your best friend, you make sure that you put your phone down. And I personally only check it on my breaks that I have scheduled in, because if I don't, I find myself going onto Amazon and ordering things. I find myself taking a look at the Instagram, and all the things that can totally throw me off course and not getting to do what I have set as priority for the day. So, two big tips: schedule breaks and put down the phone. They are a huge, huge way to throwing off your day and never completing anything, really. Okay, let's just take a deep breath. Whew. Schedules. Breaking old habits and patterns can be so challenging and uncomfortable. From up until this point, you had the habit of flying by the seat of your pants. Maybe that works well for you, but for most of us, we find ourselves in this state of overwhelm and never getting done the things that we need to get done. And so I want to make this schedule process super easy for you to create new patterns and habits, to create a new routine. And so to do this, to make this easy and tangible for you, I have created a free how to run your schedule so your schedule doesn't run you download that you can find by simply clicking on the link in the show notes. Okay, mama, here's to running your schedule so your schedule doesn't run you, and to a life filled with more free time, more peace, less chaos, more organization, more clarity, and more fun. I'm literally so excited that you took the time to hang out with me here in this space, and I would absolutely love to connect with you more. You can find me on Instagram or visit my website at ashleykahn.co. That's ASHLEYKAHN.co. I'll see you there.